Time for business. Jackson, what do you got for us?
Well, gentlemen, after canceling the group song, multiple extra rehearsals, barely singing 3 songs at the mid-stand, and castrating Quinn, I can now declare that we are finally ready for the end semester show.
Yes. This is the most prepared for concert the group has been since 2018. Unfortunately, another point of business is that because James was caught embezzling our album fast, we're needing a new music director.
I never trusted James. We all knew he was in bed with the Albanians.
She's a moment!
What? No. He was literally in bed with the Albanians.
Sure, James is corrupt morally and fiscally. But without James, what would become of us?
Yeah, I thought Nathaniel was supposed to become our next music director.
Well, actually, thanks to a recent ballot referendum, the next music director will be chosen by popular vote.
Oh! All right, okay. Who wants to run?
Yeah, I think I'll throw my hat into the ring.
Curtis Lewa!
First of all, thank you for that question. Many things qualify me to be music director of the Octet. First off, I had a WCFM radio show that only plays certified Octet classics. We're talking Radioactive, Thunder, Bad Liar, Demons, Believer, Enemies.
So just Imagine Dragons.
Yeah.
Wow, this guy sucks.
Do you have any other qualifications to be music director?
Yes. In 2023, I was brutally attacked by a bisexual man in the back of a Williams zip car. He was sent to kill me by the ultimate frisbee team.
I, the incumbent, nominate myself for re-election.
But I thought you spent all $5,000 of our album money on these parfaits.
Look, who's going to be worried about a measly $3,000? Look, I mean, if the college is worried about $1,500 going missing, then well, look, and they'll see that the $700 that we were received and allocated by FAST were spent on parfaits. I spent it on parfaits.
These candidates are terrible. We need a broader array of talented politicians who are honest, competent, and don't sell themselves out for cheap desserts.
And what are you going to do about it? Vote for the socialist candidate, Zoran Mamdani?
Never! I will never vote for the socialists!
I think I can change your mind. If you like me as music director, I will absolve your white guilt and I will abolish Williamstown PD.
Well, I guess we all learned something really valuable tonight. Leadership isn't something that can be bought. It has to be earned. Here in the Octet, we treat each other like family, like brothers. And whatever party you affiliate with or policies you support, we can all agree socialism has never worked and it never will work.
1, 2. Oh! Yeah! Side by side, I'll be yours forever. Yes, I will. Rain or shine, any kind of weather, any kind. There isn't anything I wouldn't do for you. Let's take what's getting old and make it new. Oh, I do. It's a blinding competition. You and I were a deadly combination. So don't start mixing truth with jealousy. But we're all as clear as far as I can see. Don't break this heart of mine. Just remember, it may not heal this time. There is no second chance. There's the one who leaves it all behind. Oh yeah. Black and white always go together. Day and night, you're the precious jewel, my treasure. Wanting every part of you is not a crime. Could it be that you're the one who's wrong this time? Don't break this heart of mine. Just remember, it may not be this time. There is no second chance for the one who leaves it all behind. Oh yeah. Thousands of miles away, but always in my heart. Don't break this heart of mine. Just remember, it may not be this time. There is no second chance for the one who leaves it all behind. Don't break this heart of mine. Just remember, it may not be this time. There is no second chance for the one who leaves it all behind. Oh yeah. Oh.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming out. This is the Williams Octet end semester show. Founded in 1940. A good group. And every year we let in a couple new members. And our first new member is the great Hugh Henry. Everybody give Hugh Henry. Hold on. Tonight I have the pleasure of introducing Hugh. He was a freshman, a swimmer, a tenor, and as our 60-year-old mutual friend Bruce refers to him, an absolute beast. I mean, look at him. That guy can really eat, right? Hugh came to the Octet through our adorable former music director, Zach Houlton, who's right here, sitting right here in the audience, who he used to swim with in his hometown of Guilford, Connecticut. Just like Zach, he was proven to be an excellent upper voice singer, as well as a cheerful and upbeat presence who makes everyone's day better just by being in it. And just like Zach, Hugh has also proven to be an adept commentator on modern questions of racial inequality and social injustice. I know it doesn't seem like it, but sometimes during rehearsal, Ander finds himself asking questions like,
how do we better incorporate concepts of postmodern indigeneity into our music? Yeah, to which you always responds with tact, with empathy, and more often than not, with the words of prominent revolutionaries, intellectuals, and activists. He actually has this, there's this Fred Hampton quote he has in his room. Do you mind if I say it? Actually, never mind. I don't have time, but all jokes aside, I have never heard Hugh utter a single sentence that could be described as culturally sensitive. The only DEI this guy is interested in is dine, eat, and ingest. My personal favorite memory of Hugh is when during our road trip to Harvard, we were doing an icebreaker with this all-girls group that was hosting us. Some of us were trying to make a good impression, but Hugh decided to start by saying, "Hi, I'm Hugh. I'm a tenor one, so I have to sing the girl parts. I'm an econ major thinking about going into finance, and my all-time favorite war has to be World War II. For show. For show?" Now this is almost as tone deaf as that time Kellen showed off his Rastafarian accent at Brown. And as I watched the girls' expressions change from confused to disgusted, I realized something. We need to keep this guy away from alcohol at all costs. I literally cannot document how many deranged, depraved, or derogatory things Hugh says in everyday conversation. Not an exaggeration. But when it comes to this carefree, unburdened attitude, I like to think that actions speak louder than words. Just yesterday, during his swim meet, Hugh had a major wardrobe malfunction. Swimming a 450 yards with his, shall we say, schmingus exposed. Yeah, sure, but when I do it, I'm a danger to the patrons of the Williams College swimming facilities. What gives? Anyway, Hugh, I know your siblings have very accomplished, but don't be fooled. It's safe to say that the only way a company will ever hire you is if a cyber attack destroys all known text or audio evidence of your thoughts and opinions. I have yet to hear you forge a sentence that wasn't qualified with pause or, just kidding. Indeed, after meeting you, I can confidently say that I have no hope for any generation born in the digital age. But you know what? Nobody's perfect. And Hugh has been such a joy in every rehearsal, always staying positive and never letting anyone bring him down. We're thrilled to have him in the group, and I hope you all enjoyed his amazing rendition of Pamela. And maybe you'll even get to hear his Christian rock rewrite of the lyrics that we've been working on. It's very good. But until then, just keep saying everything that comes to mind before you've had a chance to think it over. It keeps things interesting. Thanks for joining me. Shattered dreams, worthless years. Here am I encased inside a hollow shell. Life began, then was done. Now I'm staring to a cold and empty well. The many sounds that meet our ears, the sights our eyes behold, will open up our merging hearts and feed our empty souls. I believe when I fall in love with you, it will be forever. I believe when I fall in love this time, it will be forever. Without despair, we will share, and the joys of caring will not be replaced. What has been must never end, and with the strength we have will be erased. When the truths of love are planted firm, they won't be hard to find. And the words of love I speak to you will echo in my mind. I believe when I fall in love with you, it will be forever. I believe when I fall in love this time, it will be forever. I believe when I fall in love with you, it will be forever. I believe when I fall in love this time, it will be forever. I believe when I fall in love with you, it will be forever. I believe when I fall in love this time, it will be forever. Come on, let's fall in love. You're the woman I've been waiting for. Come on, let's fall in love. You're the woman that I really adore. Come on, let's fall in love. Come on, baby, let's fall in love. Come on, let's fall in love. Come on, baby, let's fall in love. Come on, let's fall in love. You're the woman I've been waiting for. Come on, let's fall in love. You're the woman that I really adore. Come on, let's fall in love. Come on, baby, let's fall in love. Come on, let's fall in love. Come on, baby, let's fall in love. Let's fall in love. Come on, baby, let's fall in love.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight I have the honor of introducing you all to Ben Elbass, otherwise known as Belbass. Ben began his tenure with the Octet as DJing prodigy to James. I, for one, support the end of DJ JB and the beginning of Ben's legendary tenure as DJ BJ. We all know DJ JB stands for Disc Jockey Johnson Brown. But what you probably didn't know is that DJ BJ actually stands for Disc Jockey Brown Johnson. Ben is also a highly decorated member of the rugby team, consistently making top 10 in the weekly rankings of most drunken scoundrel, which is very impressive for that crowd. In some ways, the Octet and rugby are like Ben's not so amicably divorced parents. As the older sibling, Wes prefers spending time with us. He prefers spending time with us, his many dads, but sweet, young, naive Ben still believes in love, and so he'll dutifully leave some rehearsals early for an ancient rugby ritual known only to the uninitiated as ossifers. Luckily, Ben got his musical talent from us. We're so proud of his perfect pitch making and his fire ad-lib harmonies to Meghan Trainor songs. By the way, if anyone is in the know, can tell us why Ben shows up to Sunday rehearsal completely hungover and somehow still soggy from the night before, we're taking notes for the Octet's post-2024 unrebrand. For a singer this good, it's no wonder he's so successful with the ladies. And believe me, Ben does not discriminate. In the middle of spring semester last year, Ben decided it would be a great idea to fly back to LA and go to his then girlfriend's high school prom. What a class act. And that's not the only trouble he's had with high schoolers. The night before homecoming, this guy got his shit rocked by some local high school boys during a big fight on Foxy Street. Showing up the next day to a performance of the national anthem with a chipped tooth and his classic beaming smile. All things considered, Ben took it like a good boy, and we're glad he didn't end up in this condition. For all these shenanigans, however, Ben is truly a great singer and an even better friend. His surprisingly accurate impressions never fail to bring us laughter, and his warmth, generosity, and goofy charm makes every rehearsal feel lighter. He cares deeply about people around him, shows up when it matters, apart from sleeping in on Mountain Day, and brings an energy that lifts the whole group. We love you, and we are so happy you joined this amazing group.
Don't we look good together? There's a reason why they watch all night long. Yeah, I know we'll turn heads forever, but tonight I want to show you off. When I'm walking with you, watch the whole room change. Baby, that's what you do. My baby don't play, blame it on my confidence. So blame it on measurements. Just shit down outside. That's right, we out here dripping in finesse. It don't make no sense, out here dripping in finesse. You know it, you know, we out here dripping in finesse. It don't make no sense, out here dripping in finesse. You know it, you know it. Now slow it down for me, baby, 'cause I love the way it feels when we cry. Yeah, our connection's so magnetic on the floor. Nothing can stop us tonight. I'm walking with you. Watch the whole room change. That's what you do. My baby don't play. Blame it on my confidence. So blame it on your measurements. Shut the shit down outside. That's right. We out here dripping in finesse. Out here dripping in finesse. You know it, you know. We out here dripping in finesse. It don't make no sense. Out here dripping in finesse. You know it, you know it. Fellas got the ladies if your lady fine. Tell her she's the one. She's the one for life. Ladies, grab your fellas and let's do this right. Do this right. So quick, got it going on, got it going on. Do we got it going on? Got it going on, got it going on. Feel so good, feel so good. Got it going on, got it going on. Yes, who says? You know it, you know. We out here dripping in finesse with my baby. Oh, you know it, you know it.
See if I can find my notes real quick. There's a lot of them. So. Oh, just wait. It's okay. It's going to be more PG than my last roast that I did with the Octet. So don't worry about it. Quinn roast fall semester concert. Quinn, you are such a treasured member of this group. And not just because of your looks. You are such a sweet, supple boy. Your wisdom is that of a newborn babe. Your smile is that of a trusting puppy. And you dress like you are both a church boy and a rich prep school fella. Quinn, oh my sweet boy. At the time I'm writing this, you've recently acquired a new haircut. I believe it is supposed to be a mullet. But The first time I saw you, I said it looked like a Lego hairpiece. I wonder if it will have grown into a mullet by the time of our concert. That is all I have to say about your hair. Every year since Wes's freshman year, there has been one frosh who has stood out as, let's say, a ladies' man. Jackson. Jackson was the so-called player his freshman year. Luca was our resident booty callee last year, as you must all remember from his freshman roast. How accurate that was. And this year, the mantle has been passed onto you, Quinn. My dear pal here is always open any Friday, Saturday, or Wednesday night to leave his single in Prospect empty for the evening. I would know. I have his location. To all those in the audience who don't know Quinn and have believed everything I've just said, and to those of you who got excited for future adventures with dear Quinn Sennett in upcoming terms, you're sadly mistaken. The truth is Quinn gets no place. Many people in the Octet have made sure that I roast you about this particular aspect of your wonderful self, so here I am. You are such an attractive individual in mind and body that it is quite a wonder you have not been on a date during your time at Williams College. And you sweet boy. It is not, and I know we have discussed this many times, as if there are no fish in the sea for you, pal. The many times a day I see you sauntering around campus, you're most often accompanied by a posse of women. Actually, no, I take that back. I was honored with witnessing what is probably Quinn's first ever romantic interaction with a woman in what was probably a millennium. Quinn, on one of our Octet road trips, post singing with the Middlebury Miscords, DM'd one of the girls in the group, asking, who he had never formally met, by the way. No, well, you can share your side of the story. Okay. So he DM'd one of the girls in the group asking if she would be going out that night. Those are your words. Okay. I don't believe she responded until a couple of days later.
One day.
As we were no longer in Middlebury, Vermont. So, no. But there are two silver linings about that. One, she did actually respond. So Quinn, you get a gold star.
Yeah.
And two, she didn't respond in time for you to have to figure out how to carry our conversation. In all seriousness, Quinn, look at me, Quinn. Okay. It has been an absolute pleasure having your glowing presence and wonderful voices here. I'm excited to hang with you more in the coming years and see more of your hooliganism. We looked it up, that's actually a word. And future road trips. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
Long ago, and oh so far away, I fell in love with you before the second show. Your guitar, it sounds so sweet and clear, but you're not really here. It's just the radio. Don't you remember? Tell me
fair, and I can hardly wait to play with you again. What to say to make you come again? Come back to me again. Play your sad guitar. Don't you remember you told me you loved me, baby? You said you'd be coming back this way again, baby. Baby, 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 oh baby, I love you, I really do. Don't you remember you told me you loved me, baby? You said you'd be coming back this way again, baby. Baby, 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 oh baby, I love you, I really do. Oh, your dirty mind
Come on, my friends. Step forward, please.
Yeah, come on.
Gamal. Not last and certainly not least, it's my pleasure to introduce to you Gamal. Though you might not have guessed it from his fearlessly provocative onstage antics a la Michael Jackson, Gamal is not your typical Williams first year. Oh no, not in the slightest. Gamal is actually the first ever fellow at the Williams College Center for Development Economics to join the Octet.
Yeah.
So Gamal is not the first ever freshman senior in the Octet's history. That honor goes to one Augustus Demarat. Tonight we will explore the many ways, in which Gamal embodies the word trailblazer. Despite Wes's Elizabeth Warren-esque claims about his own heritage, Gamal is, as far as we can tell, also the first member of the Octet from Togo. And when we confronted Wes about this, Gamal became the only Octet member in history to successfully point to Togo on a map. Why are you laughing? You couldn't either. As previously mentioned, Gamal is the Octet's first CDE fellow. At 25, he is the youngest fellow in this year's cohort, and also, sorry, I'm being told I have to say this way, the only thing standing between me and something the rest of the Octet has termed total unk status? You wouldn't really know this, you would only know this from stalking his LinkedIn, which I would never do, but he already actually has an MBA, meaning he's quite possibly the only man on earth to ever willingly participate in undergraduate collegiate a cappella while working on a second master's degree. Priorities, dude. And according to my quick back of, well, it's supposed to be printed out, so back of phone calculations, yes, one MBA plus master's in policy economics, carry the one. Wow, it's true. Gamal is the first member in Octet history to be better at economics than Jackson Fielding. Gamal is also the first member of the Octet in 20 years to affirmatively consent to be posted on Facebook. He authored Togo's literary submission for the United Nations 75th anniversary worldwide creative competition entitled #TheWorldWeWant. #wow. Speaking of posts, on September 12, 2023, Gamal became the first ever Octet member to retweet an account called Crazy Management Consultants when they posted, and I quote, "Logging off early today, management consultants at 11 p.m. Wait, no, sorry, Gamal. It appears that Jackson actually retweeted that post 14 years before you did. Did you want to be a consultant when you were 3? Well, you know what they say, start them early, I guess. Gamal is also the most conscientious member of the Octet. And I can say this because he is actually from Togo, and he did not know our national anthem before joining this group, but he came to me before our first performance at Yankees, and he asked me to make a practice track. And though you couldn't actually make it, and we missed you dearly, that is the only time anybody in the Octet has ever done that. Gamal has proven this penchant for conscientiousness again and again and again and again. And I have a small favor to ask of you all, because he only gets one roast. When we reach the last song of the night, which Gamal will feature in, I want you guys to be 4 times as loud and give 4 times the amount of applause for him, so he can have just as much as every other member of the Octet. Gamal, it is a pleasure to have you.
You are the light of my world, no need to try so hard. Dreaming of time lands, changing the ways of
I want you, but I don't want your reasons why. Can't even look in my eyes. I told you, so don't you make me say it one more time.
when you went away. Moonlight took the day.
Stars and darkness, all divided
In the loneliest of space. Will you stand? Will you stand?
Can you stand the rain, baby?
When summer's gone and there's no use in waiting out all the time on in vain.
Deeper into blame.
When you went away, moonlight took the day.
They all collide in the loneliest of space.
Will you stand on the altar? Will you lean into the time to spend never-ending strength in your heart?
Or will you prosper?
Will you recover after all the love lost and lost again?
You stay. Universe divided over army, yeah.
And I've been looking deep into my soul,
Finding my reflection in the Mercury.
and turning my transgressions into gold.
Now do you want to be miles away? Baby, we don't have to run so hard. You're nothing to fuck with. You see it in the way you
Call me crazy, they see it in a way.
way we are. We don't have to run so hard. Run so hard. They call me crazy, they see it in the way we are. We don't have to run so hard. Run so hard. They call me crazy, they see it in the way we are. Way we are. So come on, baby. The best introduction I can give to this new Octet member is comparing him to a scarecrow. This is due to his friendly demeanor, his goofy smile, and of course, the giant stick up his ass. I'll be referring to Luca as Phoebe for the rest of this, as we have another Luca on the Octet, and one is too many. To start, we will go back to the aforementioned stick. Phoebe has lots of loves and interests, but also has many things he really dislikes. This list includes, but is not limited to, fun, acapella, and Andrew Jordan. He is always put off by the fact that we have to rehearse and sing, which is probably stemming from the stupid amount of schoolwork he puts himself through, making him one of the biggest tryhards to ever be in the Octet. He's debating doing multiple majors, such as environmental science, maybe, geoscience, maybe, and he might even choose a real major by the time he's done exploring. Despite his academic devotion, Phoebe tends to let himself loose during rehearsal. It is clear he has a lot of pent-up energy after long hours of work, and he eases this tension the only way he knows how, releasing his tongue from the confines of his mouth. Sometimes he just lets it hang. Sometimes he wiggles it a little bit. Sometimes, if you're lucky, you'll hear the wonderful sound of it slapping across his face as he stands there, mouth agape, tongue flying back and forth as he shakes his head for all the world to see. Phoebe, do you want to? Anyways, we'll now move on to his escapades within Middlebury College, in which he slept in multiple spaces, none of which being a bed. He was very, again, apologies. He was very kindly offered a bed with two other Octet members, Frosh Octet members. Though he was so incredibly frightened to be sloppy thirds that he decided to find a different spot at the end of the night, which ended up being the middle of a dorm hallway. Despite his endless comfort, he was rudely interrupted by none other than two Middlebury RAs who assumed he was wasted. Worry not, for the only thing he chose to waste was a wonderful eye-opening time with two other Frosh, something that most other Octet members, James, would not pass up. Luckily, the only place he ended up sleeping is the student center, which is at least marginally better than the library. Despite his sleep shortcomings and his tongue's longcomings, Phoebe is an incredibly valuable member to the Octet. While I'm of course biased to 10 or 2s, he has been one of the best members we've had. We all love him, and we love the energy he brings to rehearsal. He's one of the most committed members of the Octet I have seen. He is very on time and calling everyone who is late. And we're so excited to see what he will do in the future. I'm very happy to be part of the Octet.
Dear future husband, here's a few
say I deserve a baby. And don't forget the flowers every anniversary. And if you treat me right, I'll be the perfect one. Buying groceries, buying what you need. You got the 9 to 5, but baby, so do I. So don't be thinking I'll be home and baking apple pies. I don't know how to cook, but I can write a book. Sing along, sing along. You gotta know how to treat me like a lady. Even when I'm acting crazy, tell me everything's alright. Dear future husband, here's a few things you need to know if you wanna be my one and only all my life. Dear future husband, if you wanna get that special loving, tell me I'm beautiful each and every night.
After every fight, just apologize. You know I'm never wrong. Why is it? You got to know how to treat me like a lady. Even when I'm not too crazy, everything's alright. Dear future husband, here's a few things you need to know if you wanna be my one and only all my life.
Dear future husband, anytime, don't leave me lonely. And know you'll never see family more than mine.
I'll be sleeping on the left side of the bed. Open doors for me and you might get some kisses. Don't have a dirty mind, just be a classy guy. Buy me a ring, buy me a ring. You gotta know how to treat me like a lady. Even when I'm acting crazy, tell me everything's alright. Dear future husband, here's a few things you need to know if you wanna be my one and only all my life.
Dear future husband, if you wanna get that special loving, tell me I'm beautiful each and every night. Future husband, you better love me right.
But before we bow, I just want to say some words about someone who will be leaving us after this concert. James Johnson Brown somehow couldn't graduate last semester, so he is still here. He's still here. He has 2 dorms. That's not. I shouldn't probably say that. Apparently, I found out that's not allowed. No, it's fine. Okay, it's fine. Where do you live? I don't know. I don't need to say that. What? My bad. James Johnson Brown has been an integral member of this group for almost 5 years. 5 years, far longer than you probably were in this group before some of these people were in high school. Just think about that. Think about that a little bit. I don't really know. It's not really like a senior roast. I didn't write anything down, too, so this is all just, you're welcome. But James Johnson Brown has been an integral member of this group. He's done a lot of stuff behind the scenes. He is here early, setting up for concerts a lot of the time. Not tonight, but he is here most of the time, early, setting up for concerts. He has helped reframe our group's mentality around albums, which
Embezzlement.
we're gonna do a different album system, and that's all from his genius. He has great arrangements. Dear Future Husband, which we just sang, he arranged in a couple days. A couple weeks ago too. I don't even know. It was really recent, and it sounded great. Thanks to our new members. And yeah, that's kind of all I have to say because I can't really think of anything else. No, I'm just kidding. James, you've really been a great mentor to me, and I'm really excited to see where this group goes because of the foundation that you built. And also, it is Octet tradition. At the end of every rehearsal, at the end of every concert, you guys don't often see this because we do this backstage in a very non-cultish way. We sing May the Road, our parting blessing. So for James, we're going to sing May the Road. Let's go. Come on.
May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. May the rain fall soft upon your fields, and until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand.
Thank you very much.
You should actually have this extraordinary. That was so wonderful. I had no idea you could sing so well. That was fantastic.
You don't have a video of what the show is about.
Really, it's my pleasure. It was wonderful. Wonderful. Really. Your parents used to
I think they've gotten a little tired. They get up so many times a semester.
Well, it's a live stream, right? So they could be watching at home.
I guarantee they're on it right now.